I'm literally trying to use as much e.l.f. as possible, so I'm actually breaking out my Poreless Putty Primer. This is the oldie. I remember liking it at the time, but things I like have changed for sure. So I don't know if I'm still gonna like it. Oh, I definitely did like it. I used quite a bit. So next, like I almost always do, highlighting underneath what I put on. And actually, I use this regular. This is an e.l.f. liquid highlighter with vitamin E. I don't know if this comes in different shades. I think it does. I don't know what shade this is because it doesn't have that on there, but I got this actually in the e.l.f. store back when those were open. I'm so sad that like e.l.f. stores closed because the staff in there was really nice too. Like the staff was nice, and I mean it's e.l.f. Can't be mad at e.l.f. Well, I can be because they like closed the stores. The first new product I'm going to be trying today is this e.l.f. BB cream. And it's in the shade dark, and it didn't look as dark as it really is. I did look at it like so it's not as dark as I thought it would be. So I'm going to mix it with my ColourPop. Well, it's a little bit too dark. That's what I mean. I'm going to mix it with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I have this feeling that they'll probably be pretty okay together. I really need to get contacts again so I can use my big mirror. I kind of like it. I mean, my skin, it doesn't look bad. It looks hydrated. Doesn't look cakey. It looks very fresh. This looks very fresh. I feel like I'm about to go on vacation. I think that's the shirt though. As you can see, my face right now looks a little darker than my chest, but that's why we have concealer. So I'm not mad. Especially in the summer, like when I start getting a little tan, when I get some sunlight, it's gonna look nice. Let me move this. By the way, so I have on my desk, I had this picture from when I met Circus Survive, one of my favorite bands. I was going to show this to my students for our Zoom call because we were doing like a show and tell kind of thing. So I was going to show that to them. Didn't end up doing it because the teacher I work with volunteered me to sing. Here I have the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I got one shade to kind of correct around my mouth, and I got, and that's Deep Chestnut to kind of correct around my mouth, and then I got Tan Latte for under the eyes. So I'm going to put this on, the Tan Latte on first for under my eyes, and probably like on my forehead, a little dot on my chin. I've used the original formula before. I used a different shade. I used Deep Olive. I'm learning about secondary undertones, and I'm learning that I kind of have like olive, like golden olive undertones. This is kind of like more so neutral, I think. And chestnuts for around the mouth. Ooh. Okay, I feel like I'm looking a little redalicious. Let's hope the concealer really helps balance that out. I feel kind of crazy looking.
NANI?!
For me, the main difference I think I'm gonna feel when with this concealer is gonna be around my, well, under my eyes, because when I used the regular formula under my eyes, I felt like I could feel it and I felt dry. How are you guys holding up? How are you guys doing during the quarantine? I know a lot of us are home a lot longer than we expected to be. My job, we're closed for the rest of the school year, so that's a very much longer than the 2 weeks that they originally said. So I know it's definitely a difficult time, especially because some people, they've lost their jobs. I think my main thing with the school year being basically canceled is now I work in preschool, and I won't see my kids who are going to kindergarten. I won't see them and be able to see them off for kindergarten. Oh my gosh, my under eye looks amazing. Done all of this like pretty fast. Like this would be like a good like everyday kind of, or like an airport beat, like, you know, you want a little something something going to the airport. This would be a good airport beat. Like, it's very simple, and to be honest, you don't even need to use a brush for the BB cream and the tinted moisturizer mixed together. You don't even need a brush really, because I mean, it's moisturizer and BB cream. You can just put on with your hands, take a sponge to refine the blend, and like be done that super duper fast. But my under eye looks so good. I'm really worried that like when I go look back on this, like that I won't have a coherent sentence. Like, I feel like I'm kind of talking, I've been talking all over the place. But it's whatever. I'll figure it out when I'm editing. I feel like my brows look so like, even though chocolate is lighter than dark brown, like I still feel like my brows look so like oh. I think that's still because I just started using brow pomade again. I've been using my a couple pencils that I have, but they're basically kind of done for, so I was like taking a break from them. The first new thing we're going to be trying, I have the new e.l.f. monochromatic multi-sticks. There was 3 of them that I wanted, and I had 3 in my cart. By the time I went to check out, the other one I wanted was gone. I wanted mango really, really badly. Finger again, just put a bit more towards the apples of my cheeks. I mean, the color is nice. I'm gonna add a little bit of the other color. Cherry. Cherry packs quite a punch. I literally tapped my finger in what I rubbed on my hand, and it like was like hello. Ooh, yikes. I mean, like, it's pretty. Now that I've put my bronzer and my highlighter on, and I also added just a tiny bit more, and I also did like a combination of the two, the cherry and the bronze. I kind of like it better now, but I feel like they're kind of like wearing off. It makes me want to put like another blush on top of it, but is that cheating? Another blush on top. This is one of my favorites, ColourPop Kiss and a Frog. I just like this, like I like this type of pink. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of that on. Like, I feel like it fades or something. The next new product I'm gonna be using is one of the bite-sized palettes. I'm using Berry Bad. Smaller than I thought they were gonna be. I'm just keeping it super duper simple. Like, obviously almost everybody probably, unless you're just beginning, has a, you know, a palette that has, or different palettes that have shades very similar to these or very much like these. However, I think that because these are so small, they're much more travel friendly. They're definitely more for like the everyday kind of very simple girl. The low price of $3, and they're pretty decent quality as well, and easy to use. And sorry if I seem kind of like meh. Like, it's, what time is it? 1:53 p.m. and I ate breakfast not like super duper long ago. Like, I think I ate my breakfast around like close to like 11:30, 12-ish. When I was finished with my students. And then, so like I'm a little tired from like my food or whatever. And then also I'm like weird. I feel weird about my base makeup, so I'm kind of like I'm like a lot less energy than I was before. So sorry, honey. So with the little mini palettes, there is a bit of kickback in the pan. Kickback doesn't really bother me. I really don't care. I mostly care about there being fallout on my face, because I do my face first. And you may ask, okay, Ari, well, if you don't want to get fallout on your face, why don't you do your eyes first? And I just don't feel like being all super duper careful when I'm like nearing my eyebrows. I like to just zoop and then get really precise. And the other thing is I like to see like everything start to come together from doing my eyes, from doing my base first. So it's like I do my base and then I start like my eyes and I'm just like, oh, yes, man. Or sometimes I'm like, ooh, so cute. Super itty bitty brush. I'm gonna take this super duper shimmery shade. It's like more like a foil, I guess. I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. If I remember correctly, spraying is basically where they take a shade or whatever, and they just basically spray something on top, so like the shimmer isn't necessarily all throughout. It's just kind of concentrated on the top, because it's almost as if I'm like wiping shimmer off of it, which is kind of like, dang, like really. Okay, I'm back from putting my lashes and mascara on. The lashes are super subtle. They are my Athena lashes from Midas Cosmetics. They're like perfect for every day when you want a little bit of extra thickness, volume, but they don't give like a crazy stupid amount of length. So it's nice for like if you're just literally, you just want extra lashes, extra lashes when you're like doing like an everyday kind of look. And now to the next part of the video. 4 lipsticks stand before me. So another new thing that e.l.f. launched is the Seriously Satin lipsticks. I bought 4 of them. I think there's like 10 question mark. The ones that I bought are persimmon, nectar, pepper, and cocoa. So persimmon I got because I don't have any orange lipstick anymore, which is like honestly really wild. Can't go wrong with a red for pepper, and then 2 nudes. I'm probably, when I finish this up, I'm probably gonna put on nectar last because I feel like that goes with my look the most. And I'm gonna start with persimmon. So the component, I feel kind of weird about it being clear. Like, it freaks me out a little bit, but I guess it's nice so you know like how much you have left. There's the shade Persimmon, the orange, that I was really excited about. I need to exfoliate my lips. I'm back again. I had to go exfoliate my lips, child. I was looking kind of rough. I went to the bathroom to get the toilet paper to like for the swatching and stuff. I'm not mad at my base anymore. I'm not mad. I look very bronze. I don't look super like the wrong shade or anything anymore. So we're gonna try this again. Shade Persimmon. Now that I've exfoliated. So that was 2 swipes. And they're pretty pigmented. It's like weird because the closer you get, the more sheer it looks. Far away, it looks a lot more vivid. Okay, so this is the shade Persimmon. It's like orange, it's super bright. I feel like it's gonna be like really, really good for summer, especially because in my head, I'm gonna be cutting off all my hair again soon, and I'm gonna dye it green because I miss green. I did green for like a little bit of time earlier, but I'm thinking like shaved green head with some dangly earrings or big hoops and an orange lip. I think it's gonna be a moment. So it's definitely really nice. It's not super duper glossy, but it's still like moisturizing, kind of balmy. Here it is with my cork liner. Still very cute, and again, like it's muted at the edges, so it's not super harsh, but it's still really cute and like bright and summery, and I am so excited and I'm glad I got this shade. The next shade is Pepper. It is a bright red, and I have some red lipsticks. It's just, you can never have too many red lipsticks. I'm gonna go ahead. So this is Pepper. Texture wise, I think it was the balm that I had on that gave Persimmon a little bit more slip and a little bit more shine. So Persimmon probably actually feels quite similar to this without any chapstick on, and I actually really like it because it's not as slippery, but it still feels hydrating. So Pepper's really cute. This is like a super bright, loud red. And I do have like two other red lipsticks that like I use fairly regularly, and those are Blood Rose from Glam Goth and the Fenty Stella Lip Paint. I don't use the Stella Lip Paint as much as I use Blood Rose. But I also rarely wear my red lipsticks, which is going to be changing. I'm going to be wearing red lipsticks a lot more often, especially with purple liner. Actually, I don't even want to put a liner on, but I will. This is just with a little bit of liner. Actually, I like it better without the liner, this shade, which is surprising because I'm really, really like Regs give me anxiety. But I really, but I really like this without the liner. It still looks good with it, but I like it better without. And my skin looks really good. The next shade is Cocoa. It's a brown nude. Very rich looking. So I'm gonna put that on, and this won't need any liner, so I don't have to worry about that either. This shade, like, I bought because I figured it'd be really, really nice for fall. So I'm not really feeling it right now for this time of year, but fall is definitely gonna get a lot of wear from me. It's like a really deep brown, and I'm sure it'll actually probably look really, really nice with Perish from Glam Goth Beauty in the center. If you can't tell, I'm a Glam Goth Beauty stan, and I may or may not be collecting the liquid lipsticks from Glam Goth Beauty. So let me know if you want a lip swatch of those. There's only 5, but I could do a little lip swatch moment for Glam Goth too. That'd be bomb. People who do lip swatches often, power to you. Because this is kind of wild. My lips don't feel raw, but like they feel dry. Nectar, and it's just like a nude, pinky nude, but it's not too light. So this is Nectar. Like I said, it's like a peachy nude kind of moment, and I'm gonna put my liner on. Yeah, these lipsticks are definitely hydrating. Like, I don't, like, they feel like I put on the lip balm, but it has color. Like, my lips don't feel dry like they did when I took, when I like wipe it all off. And this is definitely going to be the one I stick with. I am going to put gloss on top though, because I'm feeling very like vacation. Like, ooh, I'm going on vacation. I'm going on my yacht. The gloss I'm going to throw on is Mauve Over from Mented. Black owned brands. Puriple. Cute. I'm feeling very summer. I'm going on the yacht. Oh yes, we're just gonna go on the yacht and have, you know, a little soiree. I think it's the shirt, the stripes. The stripes on the shirt. So this is the look. We tried a lot of new things today. We tried the multi-sticks. We tried the multi-sticks. Jury's still out on this one. I gotta mess around with them a little bit more because, I mean, like, I look nice and luminous, but I've lost the color. I've lost some of the color, and I don't know, they were just a little kind of weird to mess around with. So I gotta mess around with them some more. We tried the e.l.f. BB cream. You had me in the first half, but now that it's kind of gotten acclimated to my life, I don't look half as like pinkish red. I don't know if it was the concealer that helped with that, or if it just kind of all settled and set into my skin. Speaking of the concealer, girl, Miss Hydrating Camel, yes ma'am. Like I said before, the regular Camo concealer felt super dry under my eyes, and this feels really, really nice. I barely actually can tell it's there, and it has a nice amount of coverage, and it left me really, really smooth. And like I said, like, my under eye looked so good earlier. Let me see if there's any creasing. Like, obviously there's going to be some because our faces have creases, our faces move. But it's really not that bad, especially on this eye. This eye always creases the worst because this eye waters and it's shaped funny. But it's really not that, it's kind of bad on this eye. But this eye looks really, 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 really good. Shadows, I like these. They're very travel friendly. They're nice quality for the price. Like, for $3 and they look really nice. The shimmers, you can put them on your lid without your fingers. Like, yeah, obviously we all talk about like, oh, like shimmers, and just use your fingers for shimmers, it'll make them pop more. But the fact that the shimmers and these shadows still look good without you having to use your fingers, because some shimmers, like, you can't even pick them up with a brush. I'm using one of my ABH brushes. I'm gonna go do, and I'm gonna go do shimmer on the lid. Like, I'm gonna flip it. And the fact that some shadows I can't do that with is kind of like it kind of sucks. I like the lipsticks. The formula is really comfortable. I don't know how they wear. We can test that one day. They feel comfortable. The colors pack quite a punch. Like I said with Persimmon, like when I was putting it on in the mirror, it looks sheer because I can see my lips through it. But I'm looking in the mirror and it looks super bright. I'm really excited to wear Persimmon and Pepper this summer. I'm really hyped to wear these. At the end of the day, I still look pretty good and ready for the yacht party. Are you coming? What are you bringing? Are you bringing a dish? Are you bringing a beverage to our imaginary yacht party? What are you gonna wear? What are you gonna wear? What are you gonna wear to the yacht party? Who are you wearing? What kind of look are you gonna do for the yacht party? Why am I going on this whole entire tangent right now? I'm so sorry. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me, but no, for real, tell me in the comments if you were to go to a yacht party, like what would you wear? What kind of makeup would you do? What would you bring if it was like that kind of party? Like let's say if I was just having a couple friends on my yacht, what would you bring? You know, put that in the comments. It'll be like a really cute little moment. Ooh, why am I like this? And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like it if you liked it. Comment if you're coming to the yacht party. And subscribe if you're trying to see part 2 of my e.l.f. haul. I'm joking. I'm honestly a mess. Bye, guys.